So I would like to introduce you to God of Chaos. Now, he is squatted up with a friend of his, 1-1 plus or whatever that character is, and he is, frankly, just not very good. I got this replay, and normally when I get replays, obviously, I do full inspections. Oh, hang on. I do full inspections of the replay to make sure, you know, it looks legit or whatever. And then I go through and replay. I actually recorded this already, and then realized it didn't show this guy's record at all in the replay, thinking I had. He's not very good. I mean, he's like a 1.1 in most of the vehicles he uses. Granted, like I've said many, many times before, record really is not an indicator of someone being good in this game, because we have seen plenty of people who are full-blown cheaters who are just atrocious. Now, he's also in a squadron, and I'll pause this real quick so you can kind of see. Pretty small squadron. He is a commander, which means he would get banned, and then you can't edit the squadron anymore. It's just going to exist forever. I'm going to look at other people in this list as well, but I'm assuming, based on what I can see on his and his buddy's record, I think he's the only one cheating. The thing is, in this case, this feels like a guilty by association situation. Now, granted, I know not everyone does voice call with people, with Discord or whatever, even in game. But he marked stuff multiple times for his friend, just through squad ping, and I think he does it for his friend more than his friend does it for him, because I looked at different ways and how that would work, and based on what I'm seeing, it's fairly obvious that what had happened to him is he is, you know, he's not getting marks for his friend. Now, the good thing about this player is he dies 3 times in this replay. They get pushed pretty hard, and, you know, that's what happens. The battle happens, he gets pushed pretty hard, and that's what goes on with him. But he dies a lot. Now, I've also gotten a lot of people in my comments who are like, well, I never need to use a rangefinder. Yes, I understand you don't need to use a rangefinder. It's fairly easy to not use a rangefinder in certain VRs. I completely understand that. But I love the people in my comments who are like, I never use a rangefinder, ever. I play this game a lot. I doubt it. I really doubt it. I don't even know, like, top tier players that never use their rangefinder ever, unless they actually cheat. Because here's the thing, go look at any content creator's stuff, okay? Low tier, high tier, whatever they play, you can play a vehicle for 1,000 battles, and I guarantee you'll probably still use your rangefinder somewhere in there. Maybe not all the time, but yes, it is very apparent that people will often use their rangefinder regardless of what it's for. And that's just what it's going to be. You're going to use your rangefinder. You can brag all you want that you don't, but you do. And I don't think you really realize that. That you could say you don't, but I guarantee you do. So, along with this replay, this is the time when I actually fully assumed that this player was cheating. Like I said, I watch entire replays all the way through to see if I can find anything subtle about a replay, but generally I go after cheaters that are more obvious than not. Everyone's kind of criticizing me about the whole David situation. I don't really care anymore. If like I said, my opinion on that is that he is. End of story. You can argue it all you want, but that's just what it is. Okay? I'm not going to go any further on that because that is 2 full replays that I already did a whole investigation on. As for players like this, I do full investigations on them. Okay? This guy died 3 times in a row, and I was like, I don't think he's cheating, man. It doesn't look very sus. He's died 3 times in a row. Is he just this bad? And turns out, yes, he is just this bad. But it becomes very obvious right here. Now, this is like, oh, well, he's in this. What's he using this for? Well, you'll see in a sec. This is very much every AVRE or RD cheater we've seen in the past, you know, a little bit. So here's what he's shooting at. Do you think you can see that guy? I guarantee you don't use your rangefinder for this, guys. All the people that claim otherwise. Oh, I never use my rangefinder. I know how to aim. Yeah, I'm sure you know how to aim like this as well. I'm sure you get shots like this all the time, like perfectly accurate into the side of this tank. It's crazy how that works. I'm sure you're just as good as this guy. I would love to see proof. Send me videos or upload it on your channel. I don't care. you're not this good. But yes, this guy got 1 kill, then got 3 deaths, and then has to do this to now cheat. So yes, this is what we're dealing with now. Is that Gaijin has This is probably the reason why this guy isn't gone yet, though. Because he's so bad at the game that he just deals with this. This is just... This is the content we're dealing with. That he's so bad, his stats are so bad, that he's not suspected of cheating until you have something like this appear, and his account is overly, you know, saturated with the fact that he's now doing like AVRE cheating, which we've seen all before, which is RD cheating, which is what I've been calling it. So yes, this is the only reason why this guy would not be banned, because he's atrocious at the game, has to pay, or, you know, whatever he does for his cheats, and has an account that's worth a lot of money and is going to get banned for it eventually when it comes to these accounts. I also want to address any people that come into my comments about, oh, I've never been in the cheating ways, blah, blah, blah. If you want to prove it to me, upload a video on your channel of you cheating and show your program. But yet you won't, because you're a coward. I have one guy in my comments who keeps coming into my channel and bragging, oh, I've never been on a ban list, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, cool, you have no proof. You're basically just an online troll who says you've done one thing because you think it's another. My favorite clarification of this is, you're someone who's bragging to someone on the internet, a stranger, and claiming that you've never been banned. So this is like you bragging about an I participated medal in kindergarten, and you want a, you want your reward on the fridge, and no one's gonna care about it. I'm gonna take it down and burn it. It's a pretty terrible exaggeration, but it's funny to me because people like this all the time try to prove themselves that it's so cool that they haven't been banned yet, and yet they're proving what to me exactly. So it's a bit of a ramble, I get it, but I love that people are just this sad. And I will always attribute it to people being that sad, because that's all they want to do. And yeah, that's his third kill for 3 deaths. As always, I hope you have the rest of your morning, day, evening, or night. And if you've gone this far through and you've still listened to my rambling, just know that every cheater in any game is a sad individual. And they are proving it to you very wildly by having to use third-party software. As always, hope you have the rest of your morning, day, evening, or night, and have a good one.